and I'm getting mighty tired of your trifling ways and of listening to that jackass parade.
Alright, so this is what we are doing. We are reattaching and reconstructing. I don't know what this is for, but whatever. We're just moving on. Or them, or this one. I don't know what these roles, so I'm going to just put that into one, but yeah, alright. Hello and welcome. What I'm going to show you today is I'm reconstructing these locks and I'm going to be attaching them right here. You can see that there was some hair added to it, and so I'm going to take this hair off and replace it with new hair. The client did this herself, so what I'm doing is correcting it. And also notice the form of the lock underneath the hair. As you can see me taking the hair away from it, you can see that the lock is still formed. Once I remove the hair from this lock, I will then unbud the hair at the top so I can add hair onto it to attach to the lock, to the person's head. As you can see, there's some green that's coming from it. That is the person's natural hair that's been intertwined with this hair. This is where I'm a little more careful of how I am pulling the hair, because I don't want to take more of the person's hair from the lock than what needs to be.
Some of the old songs. For all time's sake.
The empty spot where you saw the green net, I am going to replace that with new hair, and I am going to fluff out the tops and add new hair to tops.
As time goes by.
Also, this is how I determine which end is the part that disconnected from the lock. This end will be more thinner, if that makes sense. This will be more thinner than compared to the end of the lock where it would be more budded. Right here, the client found another lock that just looks so sad. It looked so hurt. It need love. As you can see in this lock, you can see those little white dots. Those little white dots are lint. So there's a lot of lint compacted in this lock. I could tell that just by the first few sticks that I did, and the lint came up. So I can tell that this lock is full of lint. So I have to be really careful with that, because I can break the lock down with the lint that's holding it together. So when I'm looking at this lock, I see that the hair is a little sporadic throughout the lock. Like, you know, she added it throughout the lock. So I had to make sure that I am getting the more straighter hair, because her hair looks more of a spotted pattern versus this is also a lint fill lock. As you can see, that nice piece of lint right there, and you see how the lock just comes straight apart from that. That's because the lint is just holding it together. So we're going to replace that. Once lint starts to get into your hair, be mindful and try to get the lint out, because over time this lint can build up and this will totally destroy your lock. Even when you dye it, you can't dye over lint. The lint will still show through. No matter what color you try to bleach and dye your hair, the lint will always show through, because it is fabric, it's not hair. This lock right here was better. This was more better, as you can see. It wasn't very linty. This one is another linty lock compared to the one I just had, just to show you the difference. What I'm showing you right here is you can tell the lint from the lock again. Again, the lint is lighter than the lock. As you can see that little white ball, you'll see the white underneath the extra hair that I'm pulling off. This lint is holding this lock together. So this right here is how the hair looks after I have taken off the extra hair and fluffed out the ends, and this is the hair that was removed.